Hi, everyone. Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio. It's Sunday evening, right around 7 o'clock, and we have a lot of weather to talk about as a very potent winter storm is going to impact the area to start the work week on your Monday. Already have numerous school closures, business closings. Again, you can check out 1011now.com to see the full list of those closures. But again, a potentially major winter storm on our doorstep. So let's go ahead and break it down, what to expect. Again, we're looking at the potential for some heavy, wet snow to really impact the eastern half of the state. Potentially will be some pretty heavy snow as well, but the system won't just be snow. It's also going to be wind. Those winds are going to be blustery to windy through the day on your Monday and even into the day on Tuesday. You combine the snow and the wind, blowing, drifting snow, reduced visibility, hazardous travel conditions expected. I think the most impacted commute will be the Monday evening commute, but likely seeing lingering impacts into the Tuesday morning commute as well. Expecting snow to begin this evening, late Sunday night, likely across the northern and western sections of the state for Lincoln and southeastern Nebraska. Likely not seeing any moisture until Monday morning, early Monday morning. Could start the day with a little bit of a wintry mix, rain and snow, as temperatures will be right around that freezing mark, but eventually through the morning, transitioning to all snow and then potentially seeing widespread moderate to maybe heavy snow into the afternoon and evening. Snow will come to an end as we head into the day on your Tuesday. Likely by mid-morning on Tuesday, we should see snow end, but we'll be left with breezy to windy conditions and again, very cold conditions across the area. So winter storm warnings in pink cover a good chunk of the state from North Platte all the way to Omaha, and then even further to the east to our friends in Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, South Dakota. It's a pretty potent system that's going to be, again, trekking across the middle part of the country. Those winter storm warnings generally go into in place late tonight, late Sunday or early Monday, last all the way into early Tuesday morning. Same for those winter weather advisories in the far western sections of the state. So here's the snowfall forecast. This is what we're thinking right now. Again, it's Sunday, a little after 7 o'clock. This is the way things stand. Still a little bit of time between now and when the snow starts to fall. So again, as always, things can still change, but I think models have pretty much locked into the potential for some heavy snow across the eastern third of the state. Right now, we're going to say 5 to 9 inches from Norfolk to Columbus, Grand Island, Hastings, Lincoln, Beatrice, Fairbury, Omaha, Falls City, Nebraska City, down into our northern Kansas counties, and then to the east as well into parts of western Iowa and northwestern Missouri. Again, 5 to 9 is what we're going to go with. One of the things to consider with this system is the amount of moisture with it. It's going to be a wet, heavy snow. So again, there will be some compaction with it. So again, the snow will actually kind of be so heavy that it will actually, again, kind of make it a little less deep out there as the snow really begins to accumulate. There are still some models out there, and I'll show you on the next slide here, that do have double-digit snowfall total potential in Lincoln. It's really, really hard to do that. Just everything has to go right. And again, that's only happened 9 times in a single day, and snowfall records go back to 1897. So again, it just really does not happen very often, really hard to do. So we're going to go 5 to 9 inches across a lot of the region. Again, locally higher amounts possible. Certainly would not surprise me if we did see some double-digit snowfall totals across the eastern half of the state, but again, 5 to 9 is where we're going to go. 3 to 6 from north-central sections of the state into the southwest, 1 to 3 into the Sandhills, into parts of far western Nebraska. Like I mentioned, though, again, some of those models do still have, again, some even higher amounts. The North American model, NAM model, as well as the Rapid Refresh model have fairly consistently been showing some of those double-digit snowfall totals. Some ensemble forecasts, again, for Lincoln have, snowfall amounts ranging anywhere between 4 inches all the way up to around 18 inches. So again, there's still a wide range of possibilities. We think the most likely scenario is that 5 to 9 inches for Lincoln and the eastern sections of the state. But again, like I mentioned, some locally higher amounts, certainly not out of the question. Don't be surprised if we did see some double-digit snowfall totals across parts of eastern Nebraska. So we check out our surface map again. Look at the surface features. What's responsible for all of this is a low that's going to track down to our south across parts of southern Kansas, eventually into kind of east central Kansas. One of the things that we oftentimes worry about with these systems is getting the dry slot. It just zaps our snowfall totals, but we are on the wrong side of this system entirely to see that dry slot potentially impact us. We would really have to see a major shift in that storm track to see that potentially impact us. So we're not really concerned about that. Are concerned about maybe some warmer air in the mid-levels that could lead to maybe a longer wintry mix in the morning. But again, the quicker we see that changeover from a wintry mix to all snow, the higher those snow totals will likely be. This is Monday evening, that low tracking across parts of east central Kansas. And then as we head overnight Monday into Tuesday, that low tracks off to our east, taking the snow with it, and we replace it with cold and breezy conditions as we head into the day Tuesday. So if we zoom in, take a closer look, time things out, again, by 11 o'clock, already expecting some snow to develop across parts of north northern Nebraska. By early Monday morning, you can see the moisture lifting northward as the system tracks through the area. Likely a little bit of a wintry mix early to start the day before we change over to all snow. And when we do change over to all snow, again, a lot of moisture with this system. These snowflakes are going to be big. It's going to be wet, fat, heavy snowflakes, and that snow could pile up pretty quickly. This is noon, looking at widespread moderate to maybe heavy snow across, again, much of central and eastern Nebraska. That continues as we head through the afternoon. Snow becomes maybe a little bit more scattered, not quite as widespread as we head towards late Monday night, and then as that system pulls out of the area, snow will linger but end from west to east as we head late Monday and into early on Tuesday. Like I mentioned, though, it's not just snow with this system, it's also wind. Future wind gusts by early Monday morning. You can see, again, northerly winds for the western half of the state, more easterly winds for the eastern half of the state. That's going to be something to watch because those winds will be turning to the north throughout the day as that low tracks to the east. So by noon, we're looking at strong wind gusts, 30, 40, 45, 50 miles an hour across the western and southwestern sections of the state. Not quite as breezy for Lincoln and eastern Nebraska, but those strong winds will head our way as we head through Monday evening as that low eventually as we turn onto the backside of that low, we'll see those strong wind gusts headed across the eastern third of the state. By 10 o'clock Monday, again, you can see across central Nebraska 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts with snow falling. Again, that will lead to potentially whiteout conditions. Again, hazardous travel. Again, then as we head towards early Tuesday morning, you can see Lincoln and eastern Nebraska are on the backside of that system. So we have northwesterly winds. That's going to make it feel even colder, even though snow will generally have come to an end. But again, the cold air settles in and the wind makes it feel even colder. By Tuesday afternoon, still blustery. Not quite as strong wind gusts, but we're still looking at winds gusting between 20 and 30 miles an hour. So as far as temperatures go into your Monday morning, again, not bad. Anywhere from the low teens in the west to the low 30s in the east. As far as feels like temperatures, single digits and 20s. Teens and 20s. High temperatures on Monday. Again, low 20s to low 30s. Lincoln, southeastern Nebraska, right around that freezing mark. Again, that's why we could see a little bit of a wintry mix, I think, to start the day. Feels like temperatures by the afternoon, though, again, are going to be in the teens and 20s. By 10 o'clock, it's single digits, teens and 20s, and it just continues to get cold from there. By Tuesday morning, wind chills are in the single digits across the state, both above and below zero. By Tuesday afternoon, again, we're looking at wind chills in the single digits across much of the region. So the Lincoln forecast, midnight tonight, 33 for a temperature, 20% chance, maybe seeing a little bit of a wintry mix, likely not seeing anything just yet. Skip my graphic there, apologize. By early tomorrow morning, that chance by 7 a.m. is up to 70%, a little bit of a wintry mix, 33 that temperature. So again, could see some rain and snow. And then by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 90% chance for some moderate to heavy snow. Certainly likely to see some hazardous travel conditions. Extended forecast looks like this. 90% chance for snow on Monday, or 10-11 weather alert day. That snow chance lingers into Tuesday morning. Chances go down Wednesday, Thursday, but another system heads our way, and that's going to unlock the cold Arctic air coming out of Canada. So that's another thing we have to worry about, is bitterly cold temperatures head our way by the end of next week into next weekend, with highs in the single digits Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, with sub-zero low temperatures Saturday morning and again on Sunday morning. So again, a lot going on as we head over the course of the next week, but certainly Monday is going to be a pretty big impact day as far as the weather is concerned. Moderate to heavy snow, a lot of wind, again, certainly looking at hazardous travel conditions across much of the area. So as always, again, this is a long video, but as always, keep it tuned to 1011 both on air and online for all of your latest forecast information. Hope everyone has a nice Monday and stays safe.